Hello, my name is Zach Utko, and I'm a psychotherapist at My Therapy NYC, which is located in the Flatiron District of New York City. And today, I want to talk to you about 5 dating red flags. Hindsight is 2020. It's easy to identify the problems in a relationship after the fact. You might ask yourself, how did I not see that coming? So, with that in mind, what I've done today is gather 5 of the top dating red flags that might help you out. Number 1, not valuing your time. This is really an issue of respect. This is the person who arrives late to your first date or who takes days to respond to your text messages. This is really a lack of consideration. Underneath it might be, some resentment, a need to control, or a basic pessimism about the ability to find love. All these things might seem really small at first, but they add up to be something larger, and they're a warning sign early on that this person might not be a good fit for you. Number 2, being rude to the waitstaff. This is another huge issue of respect. When you're on a date with somebody, you get a chance to see how they relate to other people. And if they're being rude or dismissive or arrogant or condescending to the waitstaff, that's showing that there's probably some insecurity there. And if they're being negative to other people, eventually they're going to be negative to you later down the line. So this is something you want to look out for. Also, if they don't tip your bartender or waiter, forget about it. That's an absolute disqualifier. Number 3, problematic profile preferences. Now, this is unfortunately a big problem in the gay community. You'll see on apps like Grindr and Scruff that men will indicate no Asians, no femmes, no blacks. Some might say this is just a matter of taste or preferences or I have a type, but what this really is blatant discrimination, and you need to ask yourself, do you really want to start a relationship with somebody who's willing to put that out there? Number 4, substance abuse issues. Now, it's perfectly acceptable for you and your date to have a few drinks when first meeting each other, but I would be wary about any date situation where substance use becomes the central focus. So that would be a date that really wants you to have that 5th drink, or who shows up to the date drunk or high. These are huge, serious red flags. And as you start dating that person, if that person can't really be with you, if they're sober, that's a huge problem. And finally, number 5 is oversharing. This is when your date tells you about what medications they're on, or about their exes, or about a major trauma in their past. Information that doesn't really belong on a first, second, or third date. They're putting way too much out there. When you're starting to date somebody, you're in the gathering of information stage, but you're not going that deep yet. You just want to get a sense if there's chemistry, if there's interest, and somebody who's putting way too much out there, that might indicate that there's some insecurities or a lack of boundaries, and that's why this is a red flag on my list. Look, we're all flawed, we all have issues, and any of these items on my list might necessarily be a deal breaker for you, but they're worth noting early on in a relationship, especially when you're going through the stages of infatuation. Because when you're infatuated with someone, you can so easily be blinded by these issues. Share your comments below and tell me about your red flags. And for more information, check out our website, My Therapy NYC.